Hey everyone! And obviously, I have a burp coming when I start my video, obviously, and I don't want to stop. So, you're welcome. I'm loaded up with some coffee and ready to make a tutorial again. It's been a while now. It's been a really good while. Let's see how long it's been. Upcoming for for a year. So it's been a year since I made something. That's shame on me. Shame on me. I want to create something easy to get me started, and I wanted to create a GIF animation that's really popular. Everyone is doing it. So I saw this on Dribbble. And by the way, if you have a Dribbble invite, you can always invite me. I would be eternally grateful to you if you did. For some reason, you have to be invited. But this one I saw, I thought it looks really nice. So I want to create something similar. Where is it? There. This is the one that we will be creating with pflow and some keyframes, basically. And if you want to, there's a plugin from Clovis where you can create these stripes or whatever you want to call it. This is the plugin, 20 euros. And it kind of creates something from the trajectory of each particles. Seems really awesome. He done some really great plugins for 3ds Max. You can check out his channel as well. I'm gonna link to those pages and also the Dribbble account of Joe Ski. So, done some cool things. But yeah. That's pretty much it. So you ready? Ready to be blown away by my awesomeness? Yeah. This is the pflow system, if you want to call it that. It's really simple. I mean, this is just a copy of this, pretty much. So really simple. And if you don't want to watch this whole tutorial, basically you create your animation and then render that out into an image sequence, such as, you know, with PNG or JPEG. I always say that wrong. And then you just open that up as a image sequence in Photoshop and save it out as a GIF. Now keep in mind, when you create GIFs, a GIF can only hold 256 colors. So don't overdo the colors, because gradients and such can be somewhat bad. So, but that's just, you know, trial and error, I guess. So just be careful about that. We are there. Let's just delete everything and start fresh. Do front. Zoom, 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 zoom. Like that. Now, we don't want to animate each letter by itself. We want to animate it once. So we are going to use a dummy object that we will be animating on. Except for the show and hide. We're going to do that on each character. But first, the text. The mighty text. And number 1. Let's do Arial fat black. I think, no, it's not. I don't know. So with this, I'm gonna add a shell. You can use a bevel profile if you want to, but I'm not gonna do that for this. Set this to 10. I think it's good. Now you can either, well, edit a poly. We can either select these. If you have 2015, you can do the chamfer. If you don't have that chamfer, while having these faces selected, control, click on the edge, And with the chamfer here, you can create the chamfer like so. But I'm gonna just use this chamfer. I don't know why it's set to 1, but 0.5 is the one we want. Give it some smooth chamfer only. And then just lower this a little bit. 0.6. Perfecto. Now we just make a copy of this. Set this to 2, and we will need to select these again, and ta-da! We clone again. Select this. Give it a number 3. And now I can't see anything. Hide selection. Once again, select. It's all done. How sweet. How sweet. Unhide all. Whoops, there was a little sphere. Trusted sphere. Just affect pivot and center to object. Now they are all centered. Perfect. And now it's time to create our little dummy. This is the one where we will be animate. I'm gonna center by right-clicking on these arrows. Wow, arrows. That's the word. With the align tool, having the letter selected, I'm just gonna click on this. It's going to be centered. See here, pivot to pivot. Boom. Done. Like a pro. Like a champ. We can do Alt W to, you know, we can toggle like that. So we can full screen. Now we have to link these up. So, because right now, nothing is happening. So with the select and link, this chain here, I don't know what's happened right now. Wow, that's never happened before. Okay. Did I select all now? No, number 3. Again. Boom. Now they are all following like they should. Perfect. Let's do the auto key. I have the timeline to 250 frames. Let's see if that's enough. Here comes the hard part. This is where you want to take your time. Let's do 25 frames. And just nudge this a little bit. And then go back again. Be 50. Go like so. And then we want to rotate this. Like so. And obviously I have angle snapping on, which I don't want. So this is the letter number 1 which is going to be shown. And somewhere here, there maybe, we're gonna see number 2, boom, and then 25 frames, go it like so, 150, maybe, this you just wanna make something more prettier than what I do right now, but there we go, like so, number 3, bam, like a champ, like a, so, I think we have the animation done, almost. The curve editor is your friend here. Let's see if we can squeeze this in. Such a small space right now. I think it's the blue line that we want to be working on here. So if we play animation, it's really boring. Really boring. So I want to dip this like so. Maybe something like so. No, that's not what I'm after. Like so, maybe. And go fast. Do the same thing here. Let it dip. You really want to take your time on the animation part of this tutorial when you create this yourself. It's so boring. Wow. Could it be more boring? Pretty sure not. Let's squeeze this up a little bit, make it tighter. It doesn't have that snap, for lack of a better word. There. Let's do a play blast to see how it looks. I don't know if it's real time right now. Do like 50%. Usually when I do this, it's always too fast. Now it's too slow. Let's just fix the last one and then be done. You can do this yourself. Make it better. Yeah. By shifting and clicking, you break the handle. Yeah, let's just... No, I really don't like this. Whoa. This just really don't look good. You get these spikes when you break it. It just doesn't look that good. There we go. Good, good, good. See? Starting to get somewhere. Let's be happy with that. Have a sip of coffee. And now when we've done this, we can, let's just create a noise. Let's create another dummy. This is just so we get some movement, procedural movement to this animation as well. We can do whatever we want here. I'm just going to take a point. Doesn't matter what you take. You can even have a regular object if you so wish. In the motion panel, assign controller the position. Click here and add a noise position. Remove the fractal. Set this to, I don't know, 5 maybe. Lower the frequency. Now again, select a link, click on our box and drag it to our point. As you can see, it's kind of moving with it. I don't know if it's too much or too little. Let's just have some and do not have much. Yeah, let's be happy with that. So now you know how to do that. Well, let's create a camera. Create camera from view. Now we're on a camera. Let's just make a slight animation to this as well. Auto key. Let it pan a little bit, like so maybe. That's okay. Now we have animation everywhere. Just gonna show save frame. We have render setup. I'm on the default scanline renderer. I'm gonna do custom 512. And let's move this. Maybe it's too much of a movement. Just move it here. Just have a slight movement. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Now, to the main thing here. We want to create our particles. Now you can use any shape, or you can use a character, I guess. I'm just going to use a sphere. This is what we are going to emit our particle from. That's totally fine. What else? Right, we need to link this as well. Select a link to our box that we have animated. And then we should be good to go to do particles. Yippee! Do object. I'm just gonna do it like so. Let's press 6 to get into particle view. Let's remove this. So we start fresh. I'm going to drag in a standard flow first. You don't have to use 3ds Max 2015 for this. Just so you know. First of all, let's make sure viewport set to 100% because I want to see. Here, integration step. Set this, the render. I'm going to have it in 8th. This is how many times pflow is going to calculate where the particles are. We're not going to get a correct result if we have too low quality here. I'll set this to 1/4 for the viewport. Now the birth, let's have 15 particles right from the beginning. Position, we can remove the speed, we can remove rotation, the shape. I'm just gonna do like geometry. Position icon, we need to switch this to position object. Now we can select our, now I can see it by list. The sphere. And that's pretty much it. You can see it's being stuck here. Perfecto. It's not following, as you can see right now. So let's have a lock and bond on our sphere. Now it's locked. That's all we have to do for that. So what do we need to do? We need to spawn. We want to spawn with a speed test first. So when these are rotating at a certain speed, then it's going to spawn particles. We don't want to spawn all the time. So a speed test, boom, here. You have to play around with the settings. I don't know if this is good enough, but once that speed is greater than this, now there's a bunch of stuff here, but this is the one I've had before when I did this. We want to send it to a new event. And this event should have a spawn. Oh, God. This is embarrassing. There. Finally. Turtle by distance. We don't want to. We don't want them to have any speed or anything. We want these spawned particles. Oh, and by the way, these parent particles will be sent here, so we need a lock and bond again, like so. And the spawned, the children of these parents will get into a new event. So let's I'm just holding down shift and dragging. If you choose instance, if you change one, everything is going to change. So that can be a good thing to keep in mind. But we want these to stop right away, like so. So that's kind of cool, but obviously it's just way too many. And I also have in the option track update particle count, so we can see how many particles. The parents are always going to stay here. We're going to kill them after a while, but obviously the children is going crazy. So what we need is, let's see what we have. Like so. We need things to stop. What do we need? Do we need a lock and bond? Let's see. No. Slight brain freeze here. We need a age test. So set this to 4, variation of 1. And we can remove the lock and bond. And we need to send these to a new event. A delete we need. Like so. And now we get like a little trail. It's too many. Let's be cool with that. Up here we can add our material for our sprites. By having it here, it's going to be applied to everywhere. and not just one event. And I already have something for this. It's just self-illumination, 100%, so they are white. And opacity, we have a gradient ramp set to radial. And if I click here, you can see this is how it looks. Nothing fancy. Just drag it instance, like so. And let's select the characters. Oh. So give them this. Now, shape instance, shape facing. And the parents should not have the, no, where should it be? Let's put it here. Select the camera. Click on our little camera here. Now we'll see something here. Perfect. We do a test render, and obviously we are seeing our box. That's the wrong one. Which is it? This is the one. Renderable, like so. Like so, perfect. Now we need a scale as well. So we want the scale on this. This is where the children gets after they are spawned here from the parents. Set this to relative success and I don't know, 85 maybe. And we can up the size for this. Get the overall size. And we need to spawn more. And we don't have to be cheap on this. It renders super fast, as you can see. And what I see now is we haven't actually animated the characters yet. That's how shit happens. So let's animate the visibility of the characters that I forgot. I'm gonna take number 1 and number 3 and just set them to 0 visibility right away. I'm gonna turn off auto key, and well, we probably want to do auto key on first, maybe. Set this to 0. Object properties, come on. No? Ah, noob. When it's red, it's registering. Yes, you can see the black keys here. So now let's focus on number 1. It's gonna be visible, and maybe here we can right click, just tap that so it's red. No, it doesn't register. Not clone. 1, boom. And just do 1 step up and 0 that out. Now it's gone forever. Now we need to take number 2 and go to this where this is, where the number 1 is still visible, just give it a tap here. It doesn't register like that. Okay, set this to 1. See if that works. Yep. And go up to 1. Now this is being shown. And now we can see where is a good. Let's do this one. Just gonna do like this again. We'll get into trouble. Go 1 up. Set this to 0. Now this is gone. Perfect. Boom. So where this is still shown, we're gonna select our number 3. Right click. Like so. Perfect. Now this is shown. So 1, 2, 3. Boom. Done. Just to be sure, why not? I know when I did this before, everything just went shit. That wasn't really good looking. But you know what? It's a tutorial. So I'm sure you're gonna make it better. But I'm not really okay with that. Not at all. Let's just remove these. Take number 2 again, remove these, take another. Let's do this, see if. Obviously I don't have auto key on. Why should I? Right? So it's on. Now it's not on. Now it worked. Wow, hallelujah. Take our number 3 and we want this to be still off, and here we want it to be on, and that worked. I don't know why it didn't work before. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. My God, I should get paid for this. So, back to the particles, the fun part. Turn it on again. Yippee. And obviously they don't die, so we want them to die. Don't forget to save sometimes, because, you know, it can crash. Now we want to we need to kill the parents, and the parents are here. As you see, 15 particles. That's where the parents are. They are no longer in love, so they don't create any particles. Well, they are, actually. Stupid me. I guess they are in love. We can just do a simple age, really, and just say on absolute time, and just tell it to die. So let's see. Maybe, I don't know, 84, maybe 84, and we add in a delete and just send them here, because now they are dead. See, we just killed 15 poor particles, and now we just have to copy this. Select these, shift drag, make a copy. We need to do some modifications to it. Oh, what happens now? Okay. Nice. I like the new look of the particles. The view looks nice. So what do we need to change? This is okay. We need to have a speed here. Okay. Because otherwise they are going to be birthed at the same time. And we also need to, in the position object, just make a new seed. Seriously? Thanks. Age. H. We can put the speed in a new one and copy the lock and bond down here. Give it a new color, yellowish, because it's pretty. So, position object, we need, well, let's just do a absolute H again. And where do we need these? We can have them here at 100. So at frame 100, they should go to this event. And speed test down here. See if we crash my computer now. Never know. Well, that didn't work. We need a no? Let's see. Birth, boom boom, age at 100, it should go to this. Let's see. We have them here now. And so messy. So here at the speed test, they should go here, which they don't, and you all see it without telling me. Shame on you. Let's just delete this. There. Oh, obviously that H test had like the same H test that this had, so that's not cool. So absolute age like 170 maybe. $160. Let's do 160. And obviously we need to send it as well to die. Or you can just send it to this one. We don't have to have another one, but why not? It would be cleaner to just have one though. So, pretty. I don't know if I missed anything, but I believe we are pretty much done. We need to just set up some lighting. So, since I'm using standard renderer, Omni, you can use Omni in V-Ray as well if you want to. Just set the shadow to V-Ray shadow. But I'm pretty okay with this. Shift click, make an instance if we want to make some changes. Rotate, shift, rotate. Oh, come on, there we go. like so. Just move this down a little bit, maybe like so. Make a render, see how it looks. Yeah, we don't want to have any shadowing from our particles. Object properties, receive cost, visible, no, like so. Did you follow? Bam, done. Of course, the material is just color and some specular highlight. I'm just going to keep it at one color for the characters. It's not really important. Save. Just check it out. Yeah. And need to give the other ones as well, so it doesn't cast shadow. And I believe that is pretty much all. What we need to do, no, one more thing. If you get some ugliness shadowing going on, like here, this is ugly, just really ugly. So you can add a skylight. It kind of serves as a kind of an ambient light. It's just going to be everywhere. Do like a blue, dark, like so maybe. Let's just see. That's better. Up this a little bit. Like so. I think that looks pretty okay. For the background, yes, let's see, environment. I just have a color in the environment slot. That's pretty much it. No more to say there, really. So what we need to do now is just render this out. So render setup, active, the active segments. Let's see how long this is. Okay, so it's 150, 250. Yeah, that's pretty okay. So set this to active time segments or type it in yourself, the range. Then save file, you need to say where. Let's just create a new one. And I'm like everywhere. Tutorial. I'm just gonna save it as a PNG. You can save it to JPEG. Now you want to keep the size down, and remember that JPEG is not always smaller than PNG. PNG can actually be a lot smaller than JPEG, especially if there's few colors, I think. So after that, it's just about rendering everything. Yeah. So when I'm done rendering, we will get into Photoshop. So the render is done, and it was really fast. So now we can go ahead and open this in Photoshop. So I'm using CC, Photoshop CC. I don't know. I know you can create GIFs in lower versions. I'm just not. You should be able to do that in CS6 and CS5, I believe. Just let me know in the comments if you don't. So what we do is open and just select our one. You just have to choose one and do image sequence here down here. Open. Choose the same frame rate that you have in 3ds Max. So if I go to 3ds Max, down here, time configuration. Well, now I am TSC, so I'm not sure if it's actually 30. I think it is. Anyways, I'm sure we're gonna see some errors if if it's some other type of frames. Well, you don't really have to do much here. So more than File, Save for Web, and choose the GIF once it's loaded in, and choose forever probably, so it's loops, and then you just have to save. That's pretty much it. Save again, boom. And now we have our GIF. And that's how it's looking. Just put it up on your website or Dribble or whatever, and just wait for all the comments on how awesome you are. Obviously you want to spend more time on the animation part. Maybe there should be longer streaks as well, I can see now. And they are very much like sperms, which yeah, that's happy accidents. Don't you love them? So yeah, that's pretty much it. So hopefully you learned something from this tutorial, and sorry if the tutorial gets too long. I'm doing as fast as possible while talking. It's not as easy as it might seem. So until next time, bye bye.